Welcome to Super-Aging Podcast. This podcast strives to promote healthy aging and amplify caregiver voices while raising awareness about dementia. Thank you for listening. I am your host, Fatou Cisse. Today we are talking about Super-Agers, who they are and what makes them different. Well, continue listening to learn more about how we view the concept of aging and how small lifestyle changes may help you join the Super-Ager Club. When we typically think of getting older, we tend to think of old age as glorious time to relax, rest, and retire. Yet contrary to the silver lining, older age also comes with many challenges. Almost immediately, we may also think about stagnation, memory loss, weaknesses, and as a general depreciation of our current active and youthful life. The interesting fact is that this type of perspective to the older adult members of society can vary from culture to culture. A 2010 study of perspective of aging found that compared to those living in Western countries, those who live in Eastern countries, for instance, Hong Kong, Iran, Japan, mainland China, reported more positive societal view of aging, such as family authority and received respect. At the same time, those from Eastern countries reported less favorable perspective of age-related changes in wisdom. This same study also found some evidence to suggest that advanced level of socioeconomic development is associated with less favorable perspective of aging. This could be due to the perceived decrease in limited societal resources leading to intergenerational conflicts. Finally, in 2018, a study of older adults in France found that quality of life of older adults can be improved with an improved perspective of aging. Research of aging has shifted from a one-size-fits-all approach to a good aging to a broader, more holistic view of aging process. This includes the viewpoint that may or may not prioritize the longevity as well as being highly variable between individuals. Yet, despite the potential negative perspective of aging process or of older adults' role in society among cultures, there does exist a remarkable group of older adults termed super seniors. From 86-year-old professional skier Yukiro Miura to Hideki Miyazaki with his super-century sprinting, to Taichi Igarashi, who climbed Mountain Fuji at 99 years old, J.R.R. Tolkien, who published The Lord of the Ring in his 60s, and Kimiko Nishimoto, a 90-year-old Instagram with over 200,000 Instagram followers. This group of super-agers appear to be thriving in their old age. Researchers call this remarkable group of seniors the super-agers, and the country of Japan and other age societies seem to have a whole nation of them. The statistic bewildered scientists that despite the negative connotations attached to aging, scientists have come up with an optimistic concept of super-agers that both the aged and the young could take wonderful insights from. So, who exactly are the super-agers and what makes them different? The term super-ager was first coined in 2017 by neurologist Mazel Mazula at Northwestern University in Chicago for older adults over 80 years old who have memory performance better than or similar to those 20 or 30 years younger. These super-agers reported more positive social relationships and perceived these social relationships to be an important factor in their cognitive abilities. Studies are now moving towards understanding how and why age can be a positive experience. Joel Kramer, a professor of neurology that studied how personality traits influence aging, stated that as we get older, when people see decline in memory and other skills, people tend to think that's part of normal aging. It's not. It doesn't have to be that way. While for most people, the common notion of getting older means decrease in physical abilities and mental abilities, the same cannot be said for super-agers. What common trait among super-agers is their love for being both mentally and physically active, including being active members of their communities and families. It appears that these remarkable seniors are not limited nor deterred by their age or physical and intellectual limitations. Rather, super-agers live their lives to the fullest without being deterred by their potentially limited physical and cognitive abilities. Statistically, more than half of those above age 90 have dementia or cognitive decline. The remaining smaller portion of the population, the so-called healthy agers, have fascinated researchers to zero in on what allows super-agers to maintain their age gracefully and successfully. Insight into this aging process may help to unlock not only the secret of longevity, but most importantly, of successful and happy aging. While super-aged seniors behave like middle-aged adults who are decades younger, there is evidence that suggests that it is not always due to genetics advantages. The statistic on super-aging and what can we learn from super-aged nations. Dan Butner, an author-researcher who has studied people who lived to be over 100 for over 20 years, identified countries that have the highest percentage of the world's longest-lived people, what is referred to as the blue zone. In the US, there is only one blue zone, the Seventh-day Adventist community in Loma Linda, California, while the remaining 4 blue zones include Akira, Greece, Sardinia in Italy, Okinawa in Japan, and Nicoya in Costa Rica. Butner summarized his closer look into the lifestyle of these 5 blue zones, revealing that their super-agers have a plant-based diet, regular exercises, opportunity for natural movement, a sense of purpose, and social community or circles. Butner's findings have been supported by other scientific studies which suggest a healthy lifestyle as one of the main reasons behind the power of super-agers. This includes adequate sleep, regular exercises, and eating a diet rich in healthy fats. However, new studies also reveal that it may be more than just lifestyles, other aspects that can be contributed to super-aging. Counterintuitive to Butler's results, modest daily intake of caffeine, about 2 cups of coffee a day, and alcohol such as wine or beer are also associated with longevity. The study conducted by Dr. Claudia Kawas, professor of neurology and author of 90+ study, noted that even overweight seniors at 70-year-old tend to live longer. While this research are continuing to explore these potential factors in the longevity, it is well known that overweight older adults can lead to mobility challenges and serious injuries. The contrast in these results has led to more questions about what really is it that allows some of these older people to thrive in their advanced age. What is there to learn from super-agers, and how might we apply that knowledge to promote healthy aging across lifespan? One fact remains clear. Super-agers may be more than just a healthy lifestyle. It does appear that culture, social interactions, financial stability, and even our genetics may also play a role in becoming a super-ager. Once again, researchers are faced with nature versus nurture debate of whether super-agers are just genetically blessed with cognitive healthy brains or super-aging can be a result of lifestyle. Two theories have sought to explain the brains of super-agers. The first theory, called cognitive reserve, supports the nature argument that super-aging is genetically influenced, as the brain of super-agers behave and look younger than their actual age. Without any signs of dementia or Alzheimer's, researchers have found that some super-agers resist physical and mental decline altogether, making their brains look and behave decades younger. In contrast, the second theory, called brain maintenance, supports the nurture argument that super-aging is influenced by lifestyle, social interaction, and cultural influence. Studies of these brains from these type of super-agers appeared as their biological age saw signs of Alzheimer's disease. Yet, these types of super-agers still cognitively function as their younger counterparts. The key takeaway from this research suggests that what's happening in the brain doesn't always match the person's cognitive ability. No matter the cause, recent research appears to suggest that everyone has some degree of control over our ability to become a super-ager, namely by tweaking our daily habits and by rethinking of our views on what constitutes successful aging. So, what does it take to become a super-ager? The following are some of the common habits found in super-agers that anyone can start to instill in our daily habits. First, super-agers are social butterflies. Second, they stayed busy and stayed challenged. Third, they maintain a positive mindset. And the fourth factor of super-agers is that they are resilient. The fifth, they keep moving. They move more and more and more. To me, super-agers live taking the most in the beauty of having to grow old. Often, negative and fear associated with aging overshadows the positive aspect of growing old. Super-agers maintain a positive, hopeful, and competitive mindset in aging. Studies have shown that negative attitude towards aging can actually cause us to become more reactive and less resilient to stress, which can actually accelerate the process of aging. Instead of viewing aging process as fixed and inevitable, super-agers tend to view old age not as a hindrance, but as a process of life itself that can still bring positivity and new experiences. David Weiss of the University of Leipzig, whose research focuses on psychology and aging, supports this idea. He explains that our mindsets have a strong impact on how we are aging. His research found that those who view aging as fixed tend to perform poorly on memory tests, while those with more flexible view of aging perform better. Taken together, researchers are continually finding new information on successful habits of super-agers and the secrets behind super-aging. Although there are many factors that can influence how we age, the key take-home points apart by recent studies suggest that the better we can embrace aging and the more we view aging in a positive lens, the healthier we can age. Thanks so much for tuning in to Super-Aging Podcast. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out by leaving a comment, contacting the show via email at superagingpodcast.com, or connecting with us via social media. If you haven't done so already, feel free to subscribe and review the show. Until next time, remember that self-care is self-love. Take good care.